Welcome back to yet another video, and today it's a quick comparison between my two hill style bows I have. This one is from Outlaw Archery in Australia and this one is from Fairbow, Netherlands. I did individual reviews about each of them. You can watch it so I don't go in all the details. This one is a little longer, it's 72 inches. This is, according to Margin, 68 inches, so it's 4 inches shorter. Which in strung, let's see. So you see already the lower limb here, the difference in the handle. But then up there it's not so much. So we have here slightly, when I put the arrow shelves together, then you see that the top limb is the same length and the bottom. The bottom limb of the Outlaw bow is a little longer, so we are here a bit more symmetrical. This one is a little more made asymmetrical, so we have here the center of the bow 1 inch under the shelf, how it's supposed to be according to Howard Hill. What are the differences? Main difference is the handle. So when you see this, the Fairbow has this nice short handle. The Outlaw bow is a little longer, but not as deep. But for that it's not even wider, and it's straight on the back. This one has this dash on, so I like this handle more here, gives me more solid grip. This one is nice too, but it's lacking. So if there would be a leather wrap around, most probably better. Then you even feel it a little better. But this is, so grip wise, I would give it to the Fairbow bow. And then center cut or arrow shelf, I like the little one here. I think this is more historically correct, and the cutout from the Fairbow is quite deep. So here it's kind of like half an arrow width goes in, and this is a full arrow width cutout, which I think must not be, but is like it is. Then the limbs by themselves are the same width up to here roughly, and then the Outlaw bow starts getting very tapered down. You see the end here. Here it's already way thinner, and it goes thinner, ends up in this very small tip, and the Fairbow is still thicker, and ends up in this little bigger, massive tip. Bit built for safety, I can understand it, but you only should make it if somebody asks you. Then the reinforcement, we have here a big thingy on the Outlaw bow and only a small one on the Fairbow bow. So what we gained here in width, we gain here in depth. So, but I like the more narrow part, so this looks more like this one. Peter showed me once that it's really pointy. This one is a little more rounded, but it's fine. I think it doesn't bother too much. Then a difference is here in the fade outs. This is what Peter mentioned in the video, that this one is a nicer, elegant line. This one is a little wider and runs more round, so one could make the handle a little different, but this is how Outlaw Bows does it, and this is how Fairbow does it. Both are not completely like a hill style bow. It's always an interpretation of them. So with this big cutout here, this one is more like, but you know, give and take. Same poundage wise, this is 48 at 28 and this is 51, I think 52 at 28, so it's 4 pounds more, 4 inches longer, and we shoot now the same arrows. Fairbow, and the arrows he shipped with them, the aluminum Eastern Legacy. These are 600 grain, they have a 200 grain tip on it, as you saw in the video of the Bowman Bow. So cutout makes your life easy, obviously. And we shoot the two lightweight ones. Oi! Because I have only two left. I Robin Hooded one of them with 125 grains, so they're 535 something. So just a little above 10 grain. Don't want to Robin Hood my arrows again. So, now let's see. And you see the bottom group of the three are the heavier ones and the top two are the more lightweight ones. Now the Outlaw Bow, a little more poundage, same arrows. And I have already a knocking point on this one. How nice is that, huh? Oops. Guess the knocking point is a little too low. Yep. Need to reset the knocking point. And the lightweight ones, of course, too. Oh, that was a bad shot. My shoulder, back tension, nothing. Oi, so. So, now you see, the upper group were the three heavy ones and the two lost ones down there are the lightweight ones. What I'm doing now, I shoot now a heavy arrow because of handshake or patch or vibration or stuff like this. I only focus on this. Indirect comparison makes the life easier. Hard to say. Lightweight arrows. Ming. Both vibrate a little afterwards and they kick both a little, but they are relatively similar, so there is no big difference. And because you like it so much, the Fairbow again, it's 48 pounds at 28, 600 grain arrows. 54. In my draw length, 153. So maybe not completely 48 pounds. The lightweight arrows, 159. $161. Same draw length. So most probably not completely 52 pounds. Same arrows. Outlaw Bow, 152. 155 with the heavy ones, lightweight ones. 162 and 162. So you see a little more because it's a little heavier, but performance-wise they are identical. I believe both bows are not really made for the best performance. This is an average between performance and safety, but only almost. And it would be fine. So then it would perform, the Bowman Bow would perform a little better. So with this one I shoot a little more accurate. Handle is just a little nicer for me. Yep. What can I say? Even while I'm talking. Nicer group. And the design of the Outlaw Bow is more built for comfort. That's why longer, so a smoother draw and the handle a little different. Because usually the hill bows are a little edgy on the back. This one is more rounded. but I don't mind this handle. So that's, as I said in a podcast, no, where did I say it? I don't know. If I get a hill style bow, I really want it as close as possible to the original, and not a variation, interpretation, or we did something better than a hill style bow. So, and that's why. I forgot, but as said, Outlaw Bow told me that he built it more for comfort, not for performance. I guess he could do a performing bow. Not that it performs bad, and now I shot in. I didn't shoot this bow for a while. Oh, these fletchings are a little long for the brace side. Of course I show you the group. So, both of them predictable and really good. What can I say? For both of them you might want to have a stiff glove, not like mine, it's way too thin, so even after a few arrows you feel it already. The strings are very thin and they are just bitey. Elegance factor I would give to the Bowman Bow, because I simply like the shorter handle, so you really have only handle, then the fade out in the limbs. Here the handle is a little longer, I understand, for comfort and everything, but maybe one day you want to build me really a performing bow for a 27-inch draw, with a shorter handle, with a dash, with a ladder, with a short like you made it here, and in 50 pounds again, because I so, two brothers of the same father. And then it's simply up to you, of course. Outlaw Bows is nice, but it's in Australia. Shipping to Europe and customs is a hassle. This one you get shipping free in Europe. If you're somewhere else, America, then your deciding factor might be different. You might get the bow from Greg Aiken. If you're in Australia, most probably want to get this one, and it's a really good bow, so there's nothing wrong with both of them. It took me only, how many arrows did I shoot now with them, until I shoot a nice group, so now I'm set with both of them, so both work just perfectly. So there are things I like on this one more, there are things I like on this one more, a combination of both, and then build for performance, shorter maybe even, for a 28-inch max draw, not 29, then I would be happy. But I'm happy with these two, so it's just, you know, I'm kidding on a, I'm nitpicking on a very high level. So both awesome bows. So thank you Fairbow, thank you Outlaw Bow for building these nice bows. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.